What if the most powerful spiritual truths were never written in holy books? What if the greatest path to peace, to strength, and to purpose was hidden in silence, pain, and restraint? This is not your typical spiritual video. No mantras, no magic, no pretending. This is about a brutal, honest philosophy that taught warriors how to die without fear, emperors how to rule without ego, and ordinary men how to find God without leaving the room. Today you'll discover 5 spiritual secrets only Stoics truly understand. These aren't vague affirmations. They're battle-tested truths. They're the kind of spiritual wisdom that doesn't sound soft, but makes you unbreakable. And if you stay until the end, you'll understand why Stoicism might be the most misunderstood spiritual path of all time. Let's begin. 1. Stillness is not emptiness, it's power. The world fears silence. It fills every moment with noise, distraction, and urgency. But the Stoic knows, true power begins in stillness. Stillness isn't laziness. It's the pause before precision, the breath before action. Marcus Aurelius ruled the Roman Empire, yet he carved moments each day to be still. In that silence, he didn't hear nothing. He heard truth. The modern man rushes, the Stoic listens. Because the mind that can sit quietly can master any storm. And that leads us to the second secret, one that flips your pain into something holy. 2. Pain is a sacred messenger. Most people run from pain, but the Stoic, he leans into it. To Epictetus, who was born a slave, pain was a teacher, not a punishment, but a passage. Pain reveals what truly matters. It strips away illusion. It awakens the soul. The modern world tells you to numb it, avoid it, medicate it. But the Stoic receives pain like a sacred whisper. Pay attention. You're being reshaped. When others cry, "Why me?" the Stoic says, "Try me." And from pain, we rise into something even deeper, the secret of control. 3. Control is the gateway to freedom. Want to be spiritually free? Then understand this. You don't control people. You don't control the past. You don't even control your body. What do you control? Your thoughts, your reactions, your choices. Seneca said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." And it's true. The Stoic doesn't seek to bend the world. He bends himself. And in doing so, he becomes unshakable. Freedom for the Stoic isn't doing whatever you want. It's never being ruled by what you don't. But freedom is empty unless it leads you to something higher, like the next secret. 4. Virtue is the highest spiritual currency. Forget riches, forget titles, forget spiritual hype. For the Stoic, virtue is everything. Courage, justice, temperance, wisdom. Those aren't just values, they're spiritual anchors. Because the Stoic knows, when everything is taken away, your character remains. You can't fake virtue, you can't buy it, but you can build it. And in building it, you build a soul that stands tall, no matter who tries to tear it down. And now we reach the final secret, the one that quietly separates Stoics from the rest of the world. 5. Death is not the end, it's the mirror. Every day the Stoic meditates on death, not to fear it, but to remember how to live. Most avoid the thought, the Stoic embraces it. Why? Because memento mori isn't about being morbid, it's about being real. Death strips away pride, excuses, and delays. When you remember you're going to die, you start living with urgency, clarity, and purpose. You forgive faster, you love deeper, you waste less time. Only the man who accepts death can finally be free. Become the still flame in a burning world. In a world that screams louder every day, Stoics whisper. In a time obsessed with control, they surrender to what matters. While others seek success, the Stoic seeks virtue. And in that quiet search, they find peace, strength, and a kind of freedom the world will never understand. These 5 spiritual secrets aren't just ideas. They're ancient truths, carved by fire and silence. And they're waiting for you to live them. You don't need a temple. You don't need a guru. You only need a moment of stillness and the courage to begin. So tell me, will you be ruled by chaos, or will you walk the path of the Stoic? If this message spoke to you, don't let it fade. Like the video, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe. For more Stoic wisdom, modern, powerful, and made for men who are ready to rise. Your soul is watching. Make it proud.